You know, like this whole year, I said to myself, I'm going to do really good things for my body and my health and my mind. And I'm not saying I had a drinking problem. I didn't ever have a problem. My mom actually is a recovering alcoholic, maybe not even recovering at this point. And to be completely honest, it scares me. And I can see like what she's done and how she's hurt people in her life, and I don't want to ever duplicate that. Even though I'm nowhere near that point, I mostly just go out drinking with friends, and I want to, you know, like be social, and I want to, you know, do the things people do. I really started picking it up the most when I was single, because I noticed that with every single date you had to go on, it was like, let's meet up for drinks, let's meet up for drinks, let's meet up for drinks. And before you knew it, it became a weekly ritual, a weekly habit, if you will. And then your friends wanted to meet up after your dates too, so you went out with them, and it became a thing you did, you know, Monday through Sunday, and it was just becoming a lot. And now I'm looking at my life, I'm like, yo, I've gotten fatter, like definitely a bigger man, and I know that I don't really eat like trash, so it has to be the drinks.
Blame it on the goose, got you feeling loose. Blame it on the trunk, got you in the zone. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol.
You know, you wake up from a hangover, you feel like trash. You're not accomplishing as much because you're prioritizing going out with friends or drinking over things that are like more productive. And that is just a slippery slope that I don't really want to be on. So I'm making this video kind of for those people like me who are like, they're good, you know, I don't have a problem, but you can see where things could go wrong. And you're ultimately just kind of like, yo, let me just take control of this now, but let me also not lose who I am, because I am still a fun person. Like, I hated the points where I would go out and, you know, we'd be hanging out, be talking to people, and I started getting my old shaky nerves again when like I was talking to other people, and like, yo, what is this? Like, I never had this. I haven't had this for years, but it's because I started to rely on the old crutch of alcohol to get me lubricated, get me loosened up. And I'm like, yo, that's not me. That's not me. That's not you, dog. That ain't you. Come on, man. You can do better than that. You don't need this. You know, and yet I would still use it. And just like anything else, it can become a problem if you allow it to. And so I'm choosing to not do that. So as I've told you guys before, I paid for a personal trainer. I am changing my diet. I'm also giving up the booze. And I ultimately want to just have a better quality of life and not ever really have that weird hazy feeling ever again if I can help it. But that's just me. And this video is meant for people like me who want to still have fun and not drink. Hi everybody, my name is Chris, and we're going to talk about how to have fun without drinking. Now that might sound like a crazy thing if you are like me and you're in your 30s or early 20s, because once you hit this age, it feels like there's nothing else to do, especially when you live in a big city. Now I live in Chicago, and I will tell you this right now, I've had so many arguments with a certain person about this whole concept. Now I will tell you this and I will tell you again. Once nightfall hits, if you want to be social, you want to meet people, you want to go out, you want to have fun, the only things that are really open are bars. You have to go to bars. Now, I've had this argument where you don't gotta go to a bar, you can go, you know, do something else. And I'm like, what else is there to do at night? Let's count those things. You can go to White Castle, Walgreens, which is it's a drugstore. You can go there and get like cookies and candies and cakes and whatnot, and maybe some medicine, and some 24-hour diners. So really, if you don't want to drink, you want to get fat. I mean, those are really your options. Or you want to go stand by the prescription meds and go, I don't need any of these. The thing is that when you live in the city, the things that are shining like big bright lights in your face are like, hey, come out and do this, are all centered around drinking. When you hit a certain age, there's literally everything that you do. Even the person who told me don't go to bars still wants to have little house parties where you play board games, where guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna play board games and you're going to drink. It's so crazy to me if you think about it. Like, every event that is adult is the same thing that you did when you were a kid, but it's now added with booze. You wanna have fun, guys? Yeah, what you wanna do? Let's play Twister while we drink. Hey, you wanna have fun, guys? Yeah, let's play video games while we drink. You wanna have fun, guys? Yeah, let's have a book club while we drink. It is literally the same activities again and again and again, but you add drinking. What do you call this crazy thing we're doing right now? It's called Tipsy Jenga, where you play Jenga and you pull a little brick out and each brick says take a drink. You take a drink, before you know it, you can't play Jenga anymore because you can't see straight. The fact is that is what your life becomes the older and older you get, unless you decide to abstain from drinking, in which you become the person that stays indoors. But I don't want to tell you that you cannot have fun and not drink because I'm currently doing it. Now this weekend I went out, I went bowling with friends. My friends drank, I didn't. I had a really good time. I also forget how fun I was when I'm not drinking. Drinking doesn't really add much to my personality, it just makes me sleepier. But let's just be real here, guys. That is the world we live in. The world thinks you need inebriation in order to enjoy yourself. It's been that way for literally hundreds of years. Prohibition has been a thing at one point in our society, and the whole thing was like, yo, we want to drink, but drinking's bad because it makes me want to hit my wife. So we're gonna ban that, and then next thing you know, people aren't hitting their wives, but they're secretly like smuggling in underneath floorboards and doing all this kind of crazy stuff. And eventually the government's like, you know what? Forget it. Bring back the drinking. Who cares about all those battered women? I mean, that's what I saw in this documentary about prohibition, at least. I'm not saying I don't care about battered women. I care about battered women. I don't want women to be battered at all. But I also want to tell you that there is a way you can enjoy your life without the booze. And I'm going to tell you how right now. Thank you guys for listening to my ramble for, I don't know, about 2 minutes or so. So anyway, so number one, I'm gonna tell you this. You have to learn, it's like anything else. You have to teach yourself and train yourself to do certain things or you will not make it. You have to train yourself to be silly when you're sober, to be fun when you're sober. I know me, when I'm like hanging out by myself, I just dance a little bit. It's like, hey guys, what's going on? I'm Chris and this is what I do. They call me Chris because I came from the zoo. Ooh, ooh. No, I don't ever really do that, but I do like kind of have a more whimsical feel about myself. I make sure I'm still cracking jokes. I make sure I'm still smiling. I make sure I'm still social. I'm still open. I'm still me. Now that may not be you though. I get that. A lot of people use drinking for the following occasions. They use it to mourn when they're sad. They use it to celebrate. They use it to make themselves, I guess, more jovial and more open because they don't know how to really be social without it. And I know that sucks. But the thing is, you can learn. If you have the capacity to learn a language, you can learn to be social without drinking. You are using it as a crutch if you use it otherwise. You need to learn how to do these things without the aid of booze. People drink when they're bored. They drink when they're having fun. They drink to enhance the fun. The thing is, like, this magical elixir called liquor is all within you. It's all within you. You have the ability within you. It just releases those, those natural things you have in your body. And you have to be okay with accepting the fact that you have to train yourself in this. I said this before in other videos about like how to talk to people. Train with people who work in the service industry. Talk to them, get social, get loose, get lubricated without it. When you go out and all your friends are drinking, don't tell everybody you're not drinking because people will bug you about that. They'll make you look like an outsider. Instead, do what I do sometimes and get the seltzer water. It's gross. But you'll at least have something in your hand. Hold something in your hand so no one really judges you. I mean, just remember that. You don't want the judgment. You want to feel normal. You want to feel like comfortable in what you're doing. And you don't want to drink, but you still want to have fun. So like I said, be silly, be social, be fun before you drink. If you have anxiety, I get that, but you can work towards defeating it. I know you can because I've done it. I get real bad anxiety. I used to just shake a little bit. My knees would like kind of rattle all over the place. I would stammer a little bit. I would even stutter. But this is another thing I'm going to tell you guys that you don't probably know. But when you're out with drunk people or people that are drinking a lot, even casually, the more they drink, the less they'll remember what you did. The less they'll even really care. The more they're more like, yeah, whatever, man, yeah, instead of shiny dollar, they don't really care. Because they're in their chill zone. So that means there's room for you to make mistakes. There's room for you to be you. There's room for you to even necessarily be the fake drunk person. Like, don't be drunk, but like, feel free to make mistakes. They're gonna do it. They're gonna say, oh, it's fine, I'm drunk. You're like, oh, it's fine, I'm silly. You know what I mean? Like, you can totally meet that same level. If they're drinking then you're winning. You're gonna remember everything that happens. You're gonna be the person to watch out for your friends. Yeah, things might feel a little bit different, might feel a little bit funky, but you'll get used to it after a while. I'll also tell you to seek out non-drinking events. This is a big one because everything, as I said, when you become an adult, becomes centered around drinking. So you can find things that aren't centered around drinking, or at least are drinking optional. Like I said, I went bowling. You can go to, I went to a meetup event for people that were really into anime. We all hung out, we all had a good time. There were drinks around, but I didn't need the drinks because I knew my anime knowledge. You know what I mean? There are so many things you can do if you just look it up. There's a site from my city at least called metromix.com. Go check that out if you live in a big city. If you don't live in a big city, you can find word of mouth. Things will spread. There are things you can do that aren't about drinking. You'll find other people like yourself who maybe don't want to drink, or people like you who don't need it necessarily. But I get it. Not everybody is going to be super like social, and that's not going to come easy to anybody. I get it. It's a very easy thing to say and harder thing to do. But I want to help you to understand that there's other things that can really help you out in this situation. Like when you walk into a spot, right? You're in a room, you're in a zone, you're in a party, whatever it is. Know your surroundings. Like really pay attention to what's happening around you. Like, is that person drinking a lot? Is that person drinking a little bit? Like who is like holding their cup close to their hand? Who's dancing? Who's not? Like who really cares? Who's judging? Like if you know your surroundings really well, it's easy for you to maneuver it then if you're not drunk. You're like, yeah, okay, that person right there, she seems real cool. She's drinking a couple of drinks, she's not getting crazy. So you feel comfortable talking to that person like, hey, I'll be honest, I'm being real with you. I gave up drinking, for a little bit, and I would love to talk to somebody who isn't drunk at this party. And she might go like, yeah, I'm not drunk, let's hang out, let's talk, you just go from there. But a lot of people also pregame, so you may be a little bit thrown off by that, because that does happen a lot too in the city. Like people will drink before they drink, which is crazy to me, because like think about this. You are going to drink a lot before you drink a lot, so you don't drink a lot. Because once you get to a certain level of drunk, you are going to most likely buy things you didn't know you bought. I've done it. I've definitely done it. I've woken up to my credit card and like, oh, why did I spend $60? I was good. Apparently I got real friendly and real generous. I still believe there is a way for you to have fun and not be drunk. Because for me, it's like, think about like your inner child, right? Think about when you were a kid. Like I look at my niece. My niece is 6 years old, and she has a blast with her life. You at one point were doing the same thing. You were doing the same thing. You were having a blast with your life, and you didn't need no booze. Why can't you just channel that back? Whoa, it's the Wayback Machine. I'm going back in time. Pow! I'm 6-year-old Chris with a 5 o'clock shadow, but I'm still 6 o'clock Chris. 6 o'clock Chris? 6-year-old Chris. And what does my niece like to do? What do I like to do with 6-year-old Chris? I like running around. Woo! I like spinning in a circle. I like playing games. Let's play hide and seek, baby. Find some adults that are like you who are really goofy and just want to do dumb things, and they don't need the drink to do it. I ran a 5K obstacle course race where it was all inflatables. You had to jump on stupid slides. It's like the show Wipeout or American Ninja Warrior. That was a blast. And you can't really drink when you do that stuff, by the way, because you gotta need your body to be in tip-top shape to run all those places. But I'm just saying, you can totally do that. Channel that inner child. Figure out where you were in your mind when you were 6 years old. All you thought to yourself was, yo, this is fun, this is exciting, this is new, this is enjoyable. You can find that. Even things like Yahtzee. Woo! Game Yahtzee. You shake out the little dice and you might get a number. Woohoo! That can be fun if you look at it from a challenging accent. From a challenging aspect? Yes. Ugh! You can totally do that. Have fun with the little things in life. Appreciate this gift we have called life. Look at the tiny infinitesimal things and find joy in that. You don't need drinks for that. When I go to parties where there's like flip cup or beer pong or whatnot, I will option at this point now to do the flip cup with just water. And I dominate. I kick butt. Because my name of the game is not to get drunk. The name of my game is to have fun. As long as you remember that, you'll be okay. So you want to have fun. You don't want to get drunk. You don't want to drink. You don't have to. Follow this video, watch it again, and let me know what you think. If you agree with me, and let me know what your situation is right now. Are you trying to quit drinking? Are you just trying to, have more fun in your life? Are you just looking for alternatives in your world? Let me know down below. My name is Chris. I would love to hear your opinion on this entire topic, and I'm out of here. I got other videos. Check them out. I never use teleport.